Thank you, Malachi. A growing number of veterans are suing the makers of an earplug that the government says is defective.
So the Department of Justice has settled its own case against 3M, but none of the money went to the actual soldiers who suffered hearing loss. 7 News anchor Diane Lee is now joining us with more. Diane.
Gordon and Amy, that DOJ lawsuit all came about because of a whistleblower that alleged that 3M did not disclose defects about the specific earplugs it was selling to the government. Now, the case settled for a relatively small sum of $9 million. But now 3M is staring down lawsuits from service members who feel cheated. From 2003 to 2015, U.S. soldiers were issued 3M's dual-ended combat arms earplugs version 2 to protect their hearing. But after only 4 years of service with the Marines, Lance Corporal Greg Porter got a diagnosis at age 23 he didn't expect.
When I was evaluated by the VA, they told me I had 30 to 40% hearing loss in both ears and tinnitus.
Porter was discharged in 2008 because he was shot in the chest, but now, as a 35-year-old father of 2, he says he suffers more from the hearing loss.
As far as affecting my daily life, my hearing is worse than getting shot just because I've moved on from, my physical abilities, my left arm and stuff like that. You get used to that, but hearing, and especially it's going to grow progressively worse as I get older.
Josh Christian in Greenville is one of many attorneys across the U.S. representing veterans who want to hold 3M accountable.
It appears as though 3M knew through the in-house testing that their earplugs were not actually working on the level they said they were or needed to be working. And so that's kind of what's brought about the litigation.
In a statement, 3M told 7 News in part, "We deny this product was defectively designed and will vigorously defend against the allegations in these lawsuits through the legal process."
I was flown out the next day. I can still have the scar right here.
Porter got the Purple Heart for his wound, but now he's hoping the courts will bring to light what's behind the injuries you can't see and why he can't hear, at least not well.
How do you have that much hearing loss by 23?
Now, we should be very clear that the settlement, the government settlement between 3M was based on the allegations only, and there was no determination in that case of liability. But if there are veterans who served between 2003 and 2015 that think that they might be affected, we're going to be posting contact information on WSBA.com.
2003 and 20, that's a 12
huge chunk, yeah.
year
12
period.
to 13.
There's got to be hundreds of thousands of service members who have been affected by this.
Absolutely. And so far there's no class action lawsuit, and that's because everyone's case is a little different. And obviously the difficulty in a situation like this is proving that that hearing loss did stem from the defect in the plug versus how much it was worn and situations like that. But certainly if there is a service member that served in that time that did suffer hearing loss, it's something that a family member may want to help them look into.
Well, already there's been one settlement with the federal government on this. All right, Diane,
exactly.
Thank you.